Hello friends, welcome back to In It All Is Art. In this video, I will be taking down my Summer Solstice altar on this corner shelf. I found this corner shelf at an antique store several years ago, gave it a coat of gray chalk paint and a coat of a sealant, and I adore it. And I change out the decor on it for each season. A lot of the decor is from thrift stores, craft fairs, gem shows, my yard. Those postcards are from eBay. I thought that they were so adorable for summer. So if you do have a question about where something is from, feel free to leave a comment down below and I will do my best to remember where it came from. I'm not going to do a whole lot of talking through this video, but I will share a couple of stories from some particularly special objects for me. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to everyone who has subscribed so far. I really do truly appreciate it. It's like a little giddy feeling every time I see a new subscriber. Yeah, so I hope you enjoy. I am so enamored with how this came together, and I just sit and stare at it in the evenings sometimes. That backdrop is a mosaic I made on a headboard for a bed, and then there's the gallery wall for my office, my art room. Some different things on this shelf. They move around throughout the year, but here is the collection of things that I will be putting on the Autumnal Equinox shelf. And oh, this is my oldest postcard. This is one from 1899. I found it on eBay. I love the image there. I love the image on the front. Very mysterious, and you can see there it's from 1899. Super cool. So this witch came from a place called the Dilston Physic Garden in England. My husband and I walked Hadrian's Wall, and this was one of the places that we found, and I found her and she was so precious. And so she came with me all the way back from England in my backpack. I found that iridescent kind of opalescent cloche at Michael's this year, and I really love the kind of magical, witchy vibe of it. However, as you will see here in a second, you can't see anything in it, so I'm not quite sure how I'm going to end up using that yet. Maybe I'll find a place where it doesn't have that glare. So I just resort back to my regular cloche that I have, and always just like to make a little display. Love the little witch cat. That is, oh goodness, Jim Shore. It's a Jim Shore. And the state that I live in Oregon, and on the coast there is a Christmas shop that also has Halloween just all year round, and I got that there. And yeah, there's some special things that I just use throughout the years and add to my collection as I go. The foliage that I'm playing with right now came from a little shop also in Oregon that had just a whole bunch of really beautiful faux foliage and was really well priced. I think they are originally from Hobby Lobby, but that's not where I purchased them. And then there's just a variety of things, beeswax candles. I love the little ghosty, and some amethyst. I have no specific intent as I am putting this together. I'm just looking to see what strikes my fancy next. During the Christmas season and winter solstice, I have a tree that is a woodland themed tree, and it has an enormous collection of mushrooms. But this is one of my favorite mushroom ornaments, and I bring it out for most other seasonal decorations as well. And then I really enjoy collecting postcards, because that's a relatively inexpensive way to, unless they're super vintage, to kind of bring in different flavors of different seasons. And this little mouse one back there, I think it tucks in so neat. I love how the branch of the foliage actually looks like it's part of its little nest. So labradorite is my favorite stone, as you may have noticed. And this little heart came from this shop in Carlisle, England. That was toward the beginning of Hadrian's Wall, the wall walk that we did. And so this heart is just incredibly special to me because it walked almost, it actually did, because I bought that before we started walking Hadrian's Wall. We went to Bonus on Solway and started the next day, and so it walked the entire length, 120 something miles across northern England. And if you aren't familiar with Hadrian's Wall, I highly recommend exploring it, and if you have the capability, I highly recommend walking it. It was an absolutely extraordinary experience.